Hello, our viewers. Welcome to a new episode of Future of Business. Today we are honored to host Ms.Dominika Hroncova, General Manager of NOX Holiday Homes. Welcome, Ms.
Thank you, and pleasure being on your show. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Ms. Dominika, can you please tell us more about you?
Okay, yes, I can. So I'm a general manager of two hospitality brands. Well, one is NOX Holiday Homes. I think we will be talking about NOX a little bit more today. And the second one is Unlock Stays.
So, Ms. Dominika, we will continue this conversation, but after we see this report. Welcome again, Ms. Dominika.
I'm excited to be here again.
Ms. Dominika, what defining moment led you to become General Manager of NOX and why did you choose Dubai luxury hospitality sector?
I think during my career, I was intentionally choosing a career path where I wanted to build, scale, and build something very sustainable in terms of a growth and elevation and setting hospitality standards. I was choosing intentionally roles where I can operate within these standards and set them to an excellence. So I worked basically during my journey, early in my journey, I worked through multiple departments, through our multiple basically companies, right? I worked through operations, revenue, strategy, and basically that helped me to shape into a leader I am today. Then I stepped into a leadership journey, and that base really helped me to shape and understand how luxury hospitality or hospitality brands operate within each of their departments and basically operate in a backstage.
Ms. Dominika, when you talk about luxury, what is the one standard you will never compromise on?
NOX Holiday Homes, it's not just a luxury operator. NOX, it's a brand. And we curate portfolios. We really take care of what we onboard into our portfolio and what level of service we provide.
Ms. Dominika, what makes a NOX property feel different the moment a guest walks in?
As I mentioned, we are very selective. It starts from a curation of our portfolio, right? We are very strict on selecting the right portfolio of the apartments we manage. It needs to feel effortless and it needs to also perform well, and it needs to set the standards for an excellent guest service. It's basically from a space, from the furniture, from a design, and a flow of the apartment. Everything is extremely important for us. NOX and how we set the excellence is that we are very strict and we support sustainability. Basically, in all our apartments, we use refillable water bottles and refillable amenities, bathroom amenities, instead of a single-use plastic bottles. We use biodegradable slippers and a very curated welcome packs, which we support local producers. So all of our brands which we offer in our welcome packs are locally sourced. And we don't just offer an apartment. We offer an experience for our guests. We offer to our guests NOX curated breakfast packages, services. They can basically order anything into their apartment without any effort. And they feel that the whole journey is one big experience for them.
Nice, from A to Z. Yeah, nice. As the business scales, how do you ensure services quality never drops?
As we are scaling, it's very important that you understand what are your brand standards and you never compromise on that. Because growth creates complexity, and also you might be able to compromise on your standards, right? Because you're growing too fast, and scaling means that you really have to keep up with your standards. You can't just drop them because you feel that scaling is something you really have to do. So our scaling is very thought through. If the infrastructure supports it, we are happy to scale. And as I said, we are more thinking through the process of scaling rather than scaling itself. The complexity of our business it's very hard and to keep up with the standards. And basically we can, once you drop the standards, the whole brand vision will be compromised.
What piece of guest feedback led to a real change in how NOX operates?
We are a very data-driven brand. We collect feedback during the guest stays, collect the feedback after the guest stays, even our internal audits, right? And we evaluate the guest sentiment, revenue and operational feedback as well at the same time. We use property management systems, revenue tools, operational task management tools. We use communication tools and tasks. And we use all this data to understand how we operate. Are we operating? What is our response rate to the guest? What is the maintenance issues and reoccurring issues, our operational issues? These all help us to gather feedback, and data for us is extremely important. That's how we can set our excellent standards for our brand.
Today in Dubai, who is more demanding, guests or property owners, and why?
I believe it's both. The market matured to a way that also the guests are looking for not just an apartment. They are looking for a full experience from A to Z. And they started understanding that service and how other operators and what level of service they offer is extremely important, rather than just an apartment. And the same for the owners. Owners also are choosing operators who can promise sustainable returns, and also an excellent service for their apartments and maintaining their properties right.
What has been the hardest challenge in maintaining 5-star standards, and how did you overcome it?
It's a very complex question. I think it's a work in progress. It's basically a teamwork. It's not just my vision or the vision of the company. It's the people who understand what is the brand's vision and work within that. They understand what's their role within the brand and what type of level of service we expect to deliver to the guests. So it's a teamwork, and the hospitality brand would not exist without the people believing in the brand and the standards we offer to the guests.
What is the biggest mistake property owners makes when entering the holiday homes market?
I would say treat it as a business, not just a side investment. Invest into your property, invest into a beautiful design, which is also functional and durable, and choose an operator who understands the quality of the service and the level of standards they need to deliver, also understand hospitality and revenue management. Therefore, they can treat the property as they're supposed to, and also deliver the sustainable returns and the quality of the service for the owners.
And the NOX, how do you choose your team and your employees?
It's the same way as we select our apartments.
Yeah.
It's a very curated team and a very curated portfolio, right? We are looking for standards and excellence. As I said, and I repeated it multiple times, NOX is about the excellence and the brand's vision. As we are a hospitality brand, not just an operator, we are looking for people who will believe not just in my vision, but the company's vision, the brand's vision, who can operate within the standards we set, and they have the same drive as I do have, and the same ambition. And that's very, very important. And I believe I'm extremely good in spotting the right talents, and I have a great ability to empower the people to believe in the same vision as I do.
So, Ms. Dominika, what's your advice for the next generation?
My advice would be work hard, set your vision, and don't stop until you get there. Don't just open another business, another brand. Be bold in your choices, what you want to build, and set your standards, be different. And I believe that even if you fail, life has a beautiful way that it will work out for you if you set your goals right and you don't stop chasing them.
Thank you for advice, Miss. So what message would you like to share us about UAE?
UAE is a beautiful, dynamic global market. The way how this space was created for operators, for people and leaders to build in this environment and thrive and set standards for excellence is fantastic. The effort they have created from infrastructure to framework to operate within this environment is fantastic. And for me, this was a natural fit. And the natural fit to work in this environment is fast-paced. And UAE don't just work within the global standards, it sets them. And that's something I always wanted to be part of. And I'm very, very proud to work and lead in this type of environment and country.
Thank you, Ms. Dominika, General Manager of NOX Holiday Homes, for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
And thank you for our viewers. Stay tuned for the next episode.